Hey guys, Justin here. Welcome to today's video. I have a proper stage set up in my house, but I just, number one, don't have the time to set up all the right equipment as it were to film this. And secondly, there's just too much ambient noise in the background. My stage is in the living room, so everything that happens in the house and everything that happens upstairs or downstairs, because I live in an apartment complex, will be heard. So I hope you don't mind me having this filmed in my study. In my last video, I showed you guys how I built this giant pedal board together. And the one thing that I didn't do was to provide some sound samples. So today's video is exclusively on sound sampling and the idea of a rig rundown for this video. Let's start right up here at the top. This is the Goodwood audio interfacer. This is my most important pedal on the board because it does two things. It sums my board to stereo or mono. Right now it's in dual mono mode, but if I press and hold this button, it turns into stereo. And what this does is that this allows me to have two different amps on stage and I can get my stereo goodness. For today, since we're running mono into our system, I'm going to go mono. I'm running a pretty digital rig today. What you don't see is that I've got my amplitude rig set up. I have the iRig Pro going into my PC, and that is running a Fender Vibrolux 64 amp model into a Mixer Boogie 4x12 cab. So it's not a real amp, but I get pretty cool sounds with it. I'm playing an MJT Strat, and you know who? Thanks for sending this down. It's an awesome instrument. This is a vintage inspired instrument, so it's got all the appointments of a vintage instrument, but with some modern touches. For example, the neck radius is a modern radius. So if you know anything about vintage Fenders, you know that the neck is trapezoidal shaped, and I didn't like that kind of soft V feel on my hands. I never got used to it. So I changed it out and I got this guitar instead with a very modern feeling neck, but with a very vintage feeling sound. So after the interfacer, this goes into my SP compressor, which I rely to bits because I have a wrist injury, so I'm not able to dig in as hard as I used to. And without a compressor, I think I'm a bit weak. So if I were to try to have everything off, it's my safety blanket. I'm able to get away with not digging in so hard into the strings. And with lead sound, SP actually drives the overdrive pedals into a certain kind of sound, which I really like. Some compressors don't sound good when you have them in front of an overdrive pedal because it makes the highs too high and makes the lows too floppy. But this pedal manages to be very even and very, it doesn't interfere with the overdrive tone, except push it into better overdrive and sweeter overdrive, which I like. The SP then goes into this this goes to a Morley mini wah, which I use for volume swells. If I just turn on oops, excuse me. If I just turn on my favorite switch and if I play. So the Morley does two things. It does that swell thing really well, and it does the wah thing cool wah thing as well. So it's not as nasal sounding as other wahs are, and I like that kind of sound. And this helps me to cut through the mix, as opposed to some, really boutique vintage wah pedals that have a very, very not so throaty, a bit more rounded tone. but that doesn't cut through the mix very well. So I like that Morley for that purpose. And I figured, I don't want to carry too big a pedal board, and it really does make a difference when you cut out one of the volume pedals or your wah pedals. So instead of having two big enclosures on the board, having one smaller one that does the function of two pedals really helps. From the Morley, we go into the DPC 8EZ, which is arranged in and all eight slots of my DPC have been used. The first four of the inputs are all overdrive pedals. The ODR1, the Cement Mods, Signal Drive, the Super Bowl, and the AT, the 10 minutes drive by GHS. That's the blue bank, which is the first four pedals here. The green bank, which is the next four, have my tone sculpting tools, which are mine. Let's see, there's the equalizer, the noise gate, and the clean boost right here, the EP booster. And I use all three of these pedals all the time because I need to tweak my sound according to the venue. And noise gate is essential especially for guitars and single coils, where a lead sound will have this very, very loud, you know what I mean, when I have a really loud overdrive sound. So that kind of sound. The reason why I arrange my pedals this way is by design, because I want my first four inputs of the switcher in the blue mode to be overdrives and the last four to be tone sculptors. And this is the reason why with my DMC I can switch in and out different presets. So if I go to if I don't like the Super Bowl sound in the mix, I can always change that out. I can stack something on to make that a lead sound. So I'm able to switch in and out different overdrives to fit different parts of the song. Firstly, to reconfigure the board in case one overdrive doesn't sound good in the mix, I can do that on the fly. And the second thing is I can go to lead sound pretty easily just by stacking another overdrive before or after the drive intended. Let me just go through and use some of my overdrive sounds just so you all can hear the kind of sound that I go for. And here is the ODR1 by itself, which I really like. I can go on for days just playing the ODR1. It's just that kind of overdrive. The neck pickup has that syrupy kind of lead tone, and if I put it in the middle and bridge, I kind of get this nice twangy sound. And any of you Gin Blossom fans out there, the next on my chain is the Signal Drive, which is a really nice moderate overdrive. And next in line is the Super Bowl, which I'm sure most of you guys know. signal drive and swell together for one lead sound. And this is the tone I use for a song like 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last overdrive pedal I have is the AT drive, and this is a loud pedal. I use it by itself. I never stuck it with. Yeah, it's a loud pedal and I really like that sound. I was getting into it. Alright, so that's my overdrive section. You've seen my tone sculptors in action. I'll show you one pedal that no one really knows on my board, and that is this purple pedal here. This is a dual pedal that I got rehoused, and that's by morningstarfx.com. Those guys are really cool. This is a DD7 and a PS6 put together. Yeah, I normally use this for the reverse delay sound, the DD7 side of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me try and get a non-overdrive sound and turn this guy on. And if I pair that with a longer delay and dotted 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. It works well with swells too, if you want to do something a bit more drastic. So I only really use the DD7 side for the reverse delay sound. One trick that I learned with the reverse delay is that you don't tap in every beat of your bar. So you don't play 1, 2, 3, 4, because that makes a very, very fast so the reverse comes in really quickly. So to compensate for that and to make it more ambient sounding, you have the reverse section a bit longer, and you do that by halving those notes. So you only tap on the 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. that's a tip I got from Tan Troyan, my second guitar player, and I thank you for giving me that tip. So credit goes to you, dude. So the other side of my pedal is a PS6, and I use this for a few things. Number one, I use it for a mild chorus. The second sound I use it for is for a harmonizer pedal, and I do this because I am Asian and I need my Japanese sounding music, and it should sound yeah, that's the harmonized sound. The thing is, it sounds kind of mild like that, but the way I use it with Japanese music is to turn on the overdrive with it. It may not be so applicable in worship music, but it's a sound that I have on my board, and in case we go into Japanese mode, I can get away with that kind of sound. But the one thing I have used this in worship before is in, let's see if you can recognize this song. The only time I ever use that in worship is in What the World Will Never Take. And turn this guy off and come back again. The third sound that I use this pedal for is the whammy function, and you do that with the S bend. You turn the balance or the rise time all the way down and the fall time all the way down, and the shift button becomes like a key. Then this becomes a yep. So I can do stuff like this. So, three sounds for my boss pedals. I use that for the chorus, I use it for a harmonizer, I use it as a whammy pedal that you can do right on the pedal, which is really cool. The third and final part of my board are my stryming stuff. You all have heard enough. You all have heard enough sounds from various other gear videos, but maybe I'll do the one thing that I normally do with the Mobius, and I do this with songs that where I have to play keyboard parts. Now the thing is, my bands are quite small in my church, so sometimes I don't have a keyboard player. I'm the only guy, so I have to play like arpeggiators and stuff. And the format, the format patch on the Mobius is an excellent arpeggiator. Yeah, the thing is, you can't control the notes in the arpeggiator, but it's enough to get away with feeling that you've been playing an arpeggiator. I use this for the song. This is Here For You. We are here for you. We are here for you. sounds like there's a lot going on right now, but in the mix and in a full band drum mix, that kind of gets covered up a little bit, and it sounds more like a keyboard than a guitar player trying to sound like a keyboard. And some of my favorite patches on my pedals, on my string stuff, is, you know, if I can find something a bit more applicable. Yep, you can get a. So here's a fun thing, the timeline can get an arpeggiator sound as well, but it has a different tone to it, and I set this to be a higher pitched sound together with a, what I call a dispatch master emulation from the hall reverb in Strident stuff. One final note on how all this ties in together. So the DMC and the DPC work together to make preset changes on all my devices. So I'll show you an example of 4 sounds that I have for one song. So each bank normally corresponds to 4 different sounds in a song. So if I have a basic rhythm patch, that was a chorus patch for chorus riffing. Then I've got a weird sound, so then I can switch it up for a solo. And I have all those settings just there so that I can switch it out, different sounds in different parts. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, queries, or comments, you can put them into the comment box below, and I shall try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. This is Justin signing off.